Hi, good evening. Ross McInnes from Australian Investment Research Services. Thanks for joining us and hope you've had a good day. It's just after 7 p.m. in Sydney Wednesday night, and we finished the day on a fairly flat note. The market tried to rally early in the session, but was unable to, and sort of faded towards the close. ASX 200 closing around 43.75, 4400 area remaining resistance for the rest of the week. And market's still fairly uncertain about really where it's going from here after the big sell-offs we saw in late May. Market's trying to consolidate, but facing ongoing pressures from both Wall Street sort of near cycle lows at 1,040 on the S&P 500 and the euro-dollar pair down near 119 level. This reflects the fact that we're still, as we saw this afternoon, a story about Spanish banks being able to get access to short-term cash, that there's still a lot of stresses and strains in the European banking system, and we expect this, as per the RBA Governor Stevens' comments over lunchtime, that this will slow down growth over time. And the key question though remaining is how much Europe will slow down over the next 12 months and how much will affect the rest of the world, and particularly China and Asia. On this note, China after the close came out and pre-released some data, which they often do, stating that May exports are actually up, surging 50% per annum, rather than the 32% that was forecast. Those numbers are officially released tomorrow. They helped the Australian dollar get up off 82 cent level again. It started the day at 82.80, but drifted off again down to 82 area. And then on the export story out of China, it did drift back up to current levels around 82.50. Again, it's the same story that we've had for the last 3 weeks. Emerging economies looking good, including the Chinese, versus the European situation in particular, which remains fairly uncertain. What we're waiting on now is over the next 24 hours. Tonight we've got US Fed Chair Bernanke speaking about the economic situation. He's likely to be reasonably positive about the global economy and particularly Europe. This may see the S&P 500 sustain that 1,040 and try and break up above 1,080 level. But we'll have to see how the New York session pans out. This is followed up tomorrow by RBNZ first thing in the morning announcing its decision, looking for a first tightening there to 2.5% or 2.75%, I should say rather. Followed up tomorrow night by the Euro Central Bank, Bank of England, and through the afternoon in Asia we'll see the Bank of Korea all talking about global economy and where they see the need for rates. So interesting evening ahead once more. Key levels to repeat: 1,040 on the S&P 500, 81.80 on the Australian dollar, and on the SPY index still at 4,300 is major support at this point. So thanks, have a good evening, and we'll speak tomorrow morning.